So I'm doing a tag, and this tag is called the Reading Routines tag, and this was made by Priscilla at the Readables. I know I'm kind of late. And I was tagged by Taylor at Tay's Book Corner, and I'll leave her channel below so you can check her out. So we're just going to jump right into it. The time that I read the most at is between the hours of midnight and about 3 in the morning. Sometimes I go till as far as I can possibly manage to stay up, and I do wake up in the morning to go to work, but that's just like when I really have the most time reading. So I would say from 12 to 3, but I mean I do read in other times of the day, but every night I always make time to read from 12 to 3. So where I read, I'm just going to show it to you rather than describe it, but as you can see I sit right in that corner, right underneath the light with a blanket and a bottle of water, and that is my favorite place to read. I usually only read one book at a time unless the book I'm reading is kind of boring, or it's slow, or it's a really thick book. Then I read something on the side of it to kind of break up that kind of book, so I'm not like feeling like I'm reading the same thing for 800 pages. But yeah, that rarely happens, so usually I only read one book. Generally no, unless the book is really either emotional or it's really action-packed. Then I feel like I need a break because I don't want my head to like explode from the amount of stuff that's going on. So that's the only time I take breaks, but for the most part I just straight read. No, but I'm kind of had this thing that's called like the wandering eye, which when like I'm at a part when I'm reading and it's really crazy and I just need to know what happens, I feel like I can't take it anymore, then for some reason my eyes drift over to like another paragraph and try to take keywords out of it. And after a couple times I've done that, I've realized that I kind of ruin almost like that kind of action for myself. So I kind of cover up paragraphs as I go when it's like really at an intense moment. That way my eye doesn't like drift down and then I ruin it for me, and then I just reread it. I'm like, oh, that could have been so much better if I hadn't known what was about to happen. So the wandering eye. Generally, if we're talking about like medium-sized books, which are about like 300 to 400 pages, they take me, see, this is kind of hard because if it's a really, really good book, I can read it in a day because I will literally stay up until 6 in the morning reading that. But normally it takes me about 3 days to finish a book, and if it's really boring, it'll take me close to like 5. So yeah. And that also kind of is hard to answer because my boyfriend has been kind of getting me to play Star Wars a lot more than I should be. And I'm having a hard time now making time reading because he's starting to cut into my 3 hours of 12 to 3 reading time. So, you know, he'll want me to play with him until like 1:30 in the morning. And then when that's over, I'm like, I only have an hour and a half of reading. Like, this sucks. So, yeah. Thanks, Matt. And that's the book tag. I don't know how many of you guys have done this, so I'm not going to tag anybody in the video, but I'm going to skim through people's channels, the people I do want to tag, and see if they have done it. If they haven't, then I'm going to list you below for the people that I want you to do this. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye!